Good day guys, being here. Yesterday is day 999 and today is day 1000. Some of you might already know that this is not the number of days I do Revit tutorials. I'm actually, I think I've done more than 1000 already. This is actually the days since 15th of March 2020 when I lost my father to ALS or MND, the ice bucket thing. So anyway, I've been working full-time and studying full-time for a while now, so more than 2 years now, and it just recently started to have a little bit issue with the time, so I think I need to spend more time on my study and also on my family as well with 3 kids. So I might slow down the update of the videos, but yeah, just feel free. I will still come back. I will check this file. Just if you have any suggestion, any questions, just post it here. So sometimes I might find I didn't reply your email or the comments because that just a little bit too much at this time. I don't have time. I need to check it during the weekend, and sometimes I just forgot to so it's easier just to post it here. I will check every day, probably every couple of days. Okay, so that's it. So let's start today's study. So some of you just post this link, and then that's a little concept and project. So for a project like this one, so if you use normal like walls, floors, and roof, it can be quite hard to do. But for something like this, we can create a family and use that family to just put together a geometry, and then we can use join geometry tool to combine them and then become something. And after that, we can create walls and roof by picking the face of those geometry. And so let's start. So actually, for example, for this one, so let me just create a new project. And okay, so from this, if there's no, so you can see there's a little sphere, half sphere shape in the back. It can be a bit tricky because we need to use a revolve or sweep. If it's all only some like these extrusions, can be very, very simple, but so you can see this. So we need to improve revolve. So what I think we can do, one option is we can just model in place. Okay, so and also just think about when you do this, what's the easiest way. So for example, this one, so you want to pick you want to pick a vertical plane to start with. So for example, and then if you model this one, you need to change the plane to this. So you will have vertical here, another vertical. So and then when you need to move, when you need to model, for example, this part, you probably need to have a horizontal work plane. So now let's try. Okay, so first, for example, I'll just do a 2 reference plane, and so we can start with, or actually you can place those reference plane in the model in place. So let's just start a model in place, use generic model, and then create a reference plane. Okay, so you can either have reference plane inside of this generic model or outside. So these are the two reference plane. So maybe I'll just name them, call it 1 and 2. So now I'm going to, so let's go to 3D view. 3D view, we can't see those reference plane. So maybe just go back to floor plan. So first we set work plan. Okay, pick on this and open a view. So it got either east or west in a family that's left and right. But in model in place, in this project, it's a west or east or west. So then we just need to, so for example, I just let's imagine that's this work plan. So and okay, so just model something, create extrusion, something like that, and just do a start end arc, something like that. You can just delete that and then create a depth. So for example 3 meter, and then that's part of it. Okay, looks like my profile is a little bit too small, so maybe I'll change this one to slightly smaller. Okay, and then we just go back to the ground floor plan. So we have one here. Maybe maybe let me just move it to here. Okay, so then we just set another work plan and pick on this one. So this time go to north or south. Okay, and then we can just create another one. So if you want to have the same, probably yeah, it's a bit tricky to copy that. Maybe I'll just draw another one. So let's just do another one. And also you can, instead of use start and arc, start and radius arc, you can also use this tangent and arc. So just delete them. Oh, sorry, I think it's this one, fillet arc. So fillet arc, if you use fillet arc to parallel lines, you can create this arc. Okay, so now finish it. I'll just change it to 1.8. If you hear some noise in the background, please ignore. Okay, so go to 3D view, so you can see we have some shape, right? So and then so what we're going to do is, so just imagine you just very similar to this and this, just touch that, and then you can either go to here and move this onto that surface, maybe have different height, and then just and also maybe this, and then yeah, of course mine is quite ugly, but just pretend that's exactly what you want. So and maybe do this. Okay, so now we have two geometry connect to each other, and what we can do is, okay, so we finish this model in place geometry, model in place family generic model, and then we can use wall by face and to create wall. Okay, so it's quite good to have this brick pattern, so we know where the wall is. And then you can also just pick sometimes when it's flat you can't place a wall, but you can use roof by face instead, roof by face. But for this one we can use, and these walls are very thick compared to this, but just an idea. Okay, so that's it. Once you are happy with, you can always just you can hide the geometry generic model, or you can just demolish it in the same face, so it become temporary. So and then you just need to change the face filter to previous and view or complete, so it will hide the temporary. So which is, so you can just check here if you're not very familiar with a face. So it's under here, face filter. So you can see temporary. So if you show all, it will be visible, and you just need to change to show complete or show previous in view. Okay, so now this is how you can use the geometry, use the generic model to place walls. And also when you change, let me just show all to show that the temporary generic model. So you can always edit. Let me just edit in place, for example. So you can just change the size of this and finish, and then finish this general model. So select all the wall placed onto this one and update, and that's it. And also you can see in this image there's a little, all this half sphere shape. So you can always you can also do that as well. So let me show you. For example, I want to create one horizontal. So first we need to pick a horizontal work plane. So in this case, I want to go to elevation, any of them. So now I'm going to edit this model first and then place this reference plane. So now I want to place it here. So first I place this reference plane. Okay, so then we need to set work plane onto this reference plane and go to a view. So okay, so now we can create a revolve. Okay, so revolve. First, for a revolve, you need to have hang on, let me think. Horizontal work plane, and what do I need? Okay, so I think revolve can be a little bit tricky, but I like to do this. I like to use a reference line, because reference line is very flexible. Because once you create, so for example, I'm going to draw a reference line here. Okay, it's not visible. I think it's probably because of view range of this view. So let's go to a side plan. Okay, so now we can see this. So we can also go to 3D view, because reference line are visible in 3D view. And the reason why I like to use reference line is because you have these 1, 2, and 3, and 4 work plane you can use to create your geometry. So in this case, I want to create a half sphere, so with the fat on the top. So now we can create a revolve. For a revolve, we need an axis line. It will be vertical, and we also need a quarter arc, and with some vertical line and a horizontal line to close it to create that shape. So now first we need to set work plane for we need to set work plane onto this reference line. Okay, so previously we have that work plane onto the horizontal reference plane. Now we need to set work plane onto this vertical work plane of this reference line, and then revolve. First, I want to use a axis line, so maybe just in the middle, any length, and then we just boundary line, one, and go just roughly. Okay, so and then a quarter and finish it. So this is all we need. So this will give us this, right? And then if you want to, you can somehow you can connect them. And so for example, I'll just move it to touch on this, touch with this one, so we can just join them. Okay, so we have a little platform here, and then we can finish it, and then we can use wall by face. So wall by face, pick this and pick this. So and then we need to create a if we need to create a floor, you probably just, you don't need to pick, maybe just because you cannot create a floor by face. It's different thing. Okay, so it's a different thing. So it's a mass flow, it's different thing. So but we can just always, you know, create a floor with just pick the edge, okay, and then we probably just move it up, and then that's it. We have a oops, sorry, just do it again. MV, go up, make sure it's vertical. Yeah, all good. And then that's it. So and then we can just change to show previous and new, or show complete. So we have a little platform there with the half sphere shape base. And this is it. So you can always join them to make it look nicer, right? So yeah, and that's all. And also quickly, not only you can use a model in place generic model, you can also use model in place mass. So it's very similar. So I will not do it here again. And also you can create generic model family as well. So you can make parametric model. So for example, I'll create a generic model. Okay, so I'll just maybe create something like that, like execution we have there. So for example, you can just place some reference plans equal, reference plans equal, another reference plan, another reference plan. So sorry, another dimension. And then you can just, you know, create a W1 and this one maybe W2, and just use instance, so you can change it very easily. And also you can just create a extrusion. Oh, hang on. So I want to okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll just create extrusion, okay, with what we have. I'll lock this and lock this, and for this one I'll use a center and arc from here to here, and also create a radius, and from here to here create a radius. So for radius, I'll just select both of them, create a radius instance, and then we just need to go to family types. Radius equals half of the W2, so W2 divided by 2. So this is it. Apply and OK, and then I'll just trim them. And also I want to we need to lock that center mark, so just check this center mark visible, and so you can see little cross, and lock onto these two reference plan, same this one. And then what else? So let's type VV to turn on the automatic sketch dimensions. Just make sure there's no temporary dimensions, or the blue dimension, so which means it's all good, right? So and then we just need to create a parameter for the depth. So you can simply just create here. If you don't want to add more reference plans and dimensions, you can do it here as well. So for I'll just call it D instance, and OK and OK. And also because this is a generic model and it's not based, so sometimes it can be quite tricky if you want to place them, rotate them. So it's good to just check the work plane based, so you can place them onto different face if you want to. So this is it. This is a shape. So maybe I'll change this one too. Okay, so yeah, all good. And then we can just load this into a project. So I'll just place it here. So you can see you can change the size of this very easily. 3 meter maybe. Okay, so and then depths 3 meter as well. Okay, so this is a generic model, so we can just place walls onto it. Okay, so you can also let me just try to, so you can do this. So pick new, because it's a world plan. Now it's a world plan based. We check the world plan based, so you can even pick face as well. Oh, hang on, can't. Let's have a look. Why? Okay, so uncheck the always vertical. Load it back, overwrite. So now let's try again. Pick new. Okay, so now you can just place it onto any surface. Any yeah, I think any surface. Let's try this curved surface as well. Yeah, we can. So yeah, so place another one. Let's just place some more wall by face. Okay, so CS create similar. So you can also let's try pick new, pick face, space, rotate it. Okay, WA, oops, CS create similar. So wall by face. And as you can see, when you have this surface, it's perfectly flat, horizontal. You won't be able to use wall by face. You won't able to. So this one as well. See, you can't place a wall by face onto this surface. You can only you can probably just draw a floor, or you can place a roof by face on it. Oh, doesn't work. Interesting. Doesn't work. Anyway, so then probably the only option is just create a floor and just draw that shape. Okay, so that's it. And yeah, I think that's it for today. And also you can create something like this half sphere. Use revolve. Use a similar method. So just generic model, and then you can make it world plan based, and you can just place into your project, and then place wall onto this. Okay, so this is it. So you probably I hope you are not disappointed, because I didn't show you how to model exactly something exactly like this, but I just show you some ideas and how you can relatively just more relatively easier than just use a wall and roof, or so you can always have multiple of this family, put them together, change the size, put them together, rotate them, and then once you're happy with the shape, and then you place if it's a concept, you don't even need to, you can just model as instead of so something like this. Instead of have a solid, you can also create another set of parameters, I think. So you can control a thickness, you can create a void in the middle, and then control the thickness of all these the shell. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you learned something from this, and if you have any questions, please let me know. And just again, post anything here. Please try not to send me email because it just too many. Yeah, and I always forgot to yeah, just too many. Just write it here, post it here, and I will get back to you. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.